Viro. What up, y'all? It's Viro here once again with hella clips, just in case you need more proof that modern women are extremely toxic and delusional. Let's get right in. Go!
Before, and I'm gonna say it again, men are a disappointment. Men lie, men cheat, men essay women and kids.
Women do those things too, don't forget.
Don't come on here saying not all men are the same,
Okay.
because 99.9% of them are. So maybe you're right. That 0.1% isn't the same. Other than that,
0.1%. How delusional do you have to be to think that 99.9% of men do those things? I know I ain't special. I don't cheat. I'm not a 0.1% of anything. I ain't that special.
yeah, men are a disappointment. Why does a grown-ass man feel it's okay to flip off a 16-year-old? Why?
What you talking about?
Why does a man feel it's okay to cuss at a woman? Why does a man feel it's okay to put a woman down? Why does a man feel it's okay?
I mean, this type of behavior makes me think that it's okay to put a woman down. You're the reason why men do that. Like, look at this attitude. You automatically hate all men? How delusional do you have to be? How do you think, what kind of men do you think you're going to come across when you think that all men are bad? If you think all men are bad, then you're only going to come across bad men.
To touch a woman without her permission. Why? See, all of these things come from men. So don't come on here, especially being a woman, sticking up for men. Men cheat. All men cheat. All men cheat. 99.9% of men cheat. So if you're one of those women that are married and say my husband doesn't, oh baby, he does. And he will.
Well, maybe all men cheat on you. That sounds like a you problem. If all men are cheating on you and treating you bad, you probably need to take a look at yourself. But of course, no accountability. It's always men. Can never blame the woman for everything. Let's get the next.
Okay, I just wanted to clear some things up. I know a lot of people are very upset at me. They're saying I don't think men should have rights, and that is absolutely not true. I just don't think electricity, transportation, or education are okay for them to have access to, and that is my...
Really? Why do you think you have those things? Who created those things? Who maintains those things? But they shouldn't have them. They shouldn't be entitled to any of that, right? Makes sense.
My personal boundary. If you actually watch my videos, you would know that I want them to have community. And so I offered for them to have friends with things such as mulch, pebbles, mosquitoes. At one point I said centipedes, but it is at the point that I'm going to have to start taking things away because it's getting selfish. So no more centipedes.
She's going to start taking things away. This little 110-pound girl is going to start taking things away from you, man. Be careful. She might just take everything you got.
It's obviously no more spiders. And I'm thinking about the color gray. I don't know what is going to happen with that one. And I did say they could stand in lines, but it gets to a point. Like, it truly gets to a point. And if you don't think you have enough rights, then figure it out, because I've given you the world, babe. So I don't really know where to go from here, but let me know your thoughts on what else we can take away, because I previously did say that they can have gravel, and I'm not sure about that anymore. And stop signs too.
Oh, she's cute. She's being so cute, isn't she? Well, guess what? You can't take anything away from men. Men are the reason why you have any of that. Your life would be completely different in a negative way if there wasn't men. You'd probably be dead, but maybe living in a cave or something. You wouldn't have anything you have now if it wasn't for men.
No one is talking about this, but ICE agents just shot at a truck filled with 33 undocumented immigrants because the truck refused to stop at a checkpoint, and they killed 6 undocumented immigrants. Now, if you're angry about this, this happened in Mexico. So the next time that you want to wave the Mexican flag in protest of the American flag because you think our immigration laws are so unfair, you would have a heart attack if we treated our undocumented immigrants the same way that Mexico treats their undocumented immigrants. For those of you surprised, Mexico has their own form of immigration enforcement. So it's extremely ironic when I see first, second, third generation no sabos waving a flag of a
Sorry, I need to turn off my AC real quick.
country they completely don't understand and they would never go live in. No one is talking about this, but ICE agents just shot at a truck filled with 30.
Yep. Yeah, people have it pretty good over here, especially immigrants. The laws aren't harsh enough against them, and everyone's complaining and protesting. What, they should come over here, undocumented, live for free, and think that that's gonna put the country in a good direction. Okay.
Speaking of dating apps, when you say you're non-political, what does that mean? Saying non-political, like, do you just not leave your house? Do you not get on the internet? Do you not know what's going on?
No. Coming from someone that used to consider themselves non-political, it just means that you don't care about politics. You don't pay attention to politics. You don't really pay attention because you don't trust either side. That's how I was for years. And I almost miss that, dude. I would rather not know half of the shit because it's so infuriating. It's almost better to be non-political. And with a lot of these people, being political is like their whole personality. And it's a huge turnoff to most people. Like, I don't need to put my political stance on dating apps. I don't think it really matters. I do now because I don't want to attract the crazy liberals, but also I'm not on dating apps now. But I was several months ago when I was single. I'm in a happy relationship now, so no dating apps for me. It's been quite a while, but yeah, some people don't need to be political with their life. It's almost better that way. It really doesn't make a big difference. Like, these women think that they're making a big old difference by posting a video on TikTok complaining. Like, you're making a big difference in the world, aren't you? You're doing great things by just being fucking annoying. It's not doing anything. It really is making no impact at all, but they think because they're saying something on social media, they're making a real difference. All right.
On in the world? Do you just not care? Usually it is a white man who has this status on their profile. So
I've seen plenty of women that don't put anything political, and actually I'd much rather that than a woman put that they're liberal. Non-political, that's not a red flag to me. Being liberal is a red flag to me.
So I'm not surprised by that demographic calling themselves non-political. Non-political in 2026, non-political. To me, it just doesn't add up. To me, it means live under rock. To me, it means ignorant under rock.
All right, see, some more judgment. More judgment by women. So what they think is right, and if you're not feeling the same way, if you don't have the same opinions as these women, then you're just wrong. Sounds about right. All right, let's get the next.
Quick question. Where are the men that do not go out every single weekend, all weekend, with their single alcoholic friends? Like, where are the men that don't want to do that? Every once in a while, okay, but every single Friday and Saturday, like, do you not get bored? You, like, that's what you want to do? And then you expect a girl to want you when you do that? No. Quick question.
I thought people weren't really going out anymore. Like, I think the number of people that actually go out and party these days are extremely lowered compared to how they were 5-10 years ago across all age groups. Like, I used to go out when I was in my 20s, early 30s, I was a bartender. I was about that life for a little bit, but like I'm over it. I don't care to go out. I don't want to spend money. I'm in a relationship. If I was single, when I was single, I still didn't go out besides like dinner or something like that. But those people are everywhere else besides the bars. I don't think it's that hard to find people that don't go out these days, depending on where you live. If you live in Miami or LA or something, that's what people do there. But
I don't know who needs this reminder, but choosing not to birth more children into this world or into this country is a form of protest. So, I don't know who needs this reminder, but choosing not to birth more children into this world or into this country.
okay. Well, I'm glad people like this will be eliminating themselves from the gene pool. We don't want you to have children anyway, so appreciate that.
If I go outside looking like this,
Flatter than a pancake. Mid at best. She looks like she has some decent clothes on, but
and I don't come home with a boyfriend, I'm cutting men off for real.
dude, she really thinks she's cooking with that outfit and flat ass. No thank you.
And I don't like that no one calls out the men who believe that you should suffer because his mom did. His mom worked full time, she did all the cooking, she did all the cleaning, and all the childcare. The woman never had time for herself. And instead of thinking, damn, she deserved better, that's what he expects from a wife. He looks at it and thinks that's what a good woman does. The dream that man is selling you is the sacrifice that his mother normalized. Because when a woman spends her entire life taking care of everyone else and then calls it fulfillment, he never has to question whether it was actually fair to her. And
I think men just appreciate a woman that's willing to work hard for her family and care about other people besides themselves. Like most of these modern women, all they care about is themselves. Literally. They're obsessed with themselves. They don't think about anyone else, even their partner. They don't really give a shit about them. So they just appreciate a woman that is willing to sacrifice for the family, for her children, work hard, be more traditional. Those are the things men appreciate and look up to.
I pay for my own hair, nails, rent, iced coffee, credit cards, lashes, eyebrows, all by myself. So I talk to men, how about a
Speaking of iced coffee, it's pretty good. I had an iced coffee this morning. I got it at Circle K because I'm not spending like $8 on a coffee, but I picked one up for me and my girl. It was pretty good. Like, it's way too hot. I live in Arizona. It's like probably 110 degrees right now, so I'm not drinking a hot coffee even in the morning. It's just I don't know why I'm bringing this up, but anyways, I'll finish the video.
fuck I want.
I just got one fucking question. Who the fuck else is gonna pay for it? Who the fuck else is gonna pay for your bills, bitch? No one. Fucking no one. Who the fuck is gonna pay for it? Of course you have to pay for your shit. You are a functional adult. Adults pay for their credit cards, for their fucking needs, for their rent, blah, blah, blah. And nobody told you to go get them fucking lashes. Nobody. Just because you're a functional adult does not mean you could go and talk to people however the fuck you want, bitch. Some of y'all are just in fucking La La Land. I swear, like, the fuck?
Yeah, dude. Yeah, the fact that women just act like they're the shit just because they pay for their bills and their own things is wild. I don't see men bragging about paying for their bills. They have to. No one else is going to pay for them, so they just have to get paid. It's not a big deal.
All jokes aside, the biggest red flag when it comes to dating an older man that you...
God damn. What's with that makeup? Like, that's a bit much. It's a bit much.
You need to seriously ask yourself, is this older man only interested in dating younger girls? And if your answer is yes, honey, you're dating a pervert.
Pervert. Hey, at least she said pervert instead of the other P word. So I can take being a pervert. Like, call me a pervert. Like, I'll admit it. I'm a pervert. Who cares? My girl loves that I'm a pervert. Nothing wrong with having a preference for younger women, just like most women want to date an older guy. It's just the way it is. Call me a pervert. I'll call myself a pervert. I don't care.
I will die on the hill that men lack emotional intelligence and empathy, and it is ruining their relationships. It is a tale as old as time that boys are raised to not have emotional intelligence. Societally and culturally, they are raised to think that emotions are soft, to not have deep friendships and relationships, to not express their emotions and therefore also not understand them. And therefore you then have this disconnect where you have grown men that are not empathetic and do not have any emotional intelligence, and it is...
That doesn't mean that you're not empathetic.
And for those of you, I feel like I need to say, because I'm going to have some in my comments being like, I have emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence is the ability to perceive, understand, manage, etc.
Manage. How good are women at managing their emotions? They're not great. They're all over the place. They're up, they're down, they're sideways, they're in the gutter. Like, their emotions are all over the fucking place. Not always. And I know they have that excuse, during that certain time of the month, but I think men are much better at controlling their emotions. And I don't mean suppressing their emotions. I mean being able to keep them level. Like, if something happens, something that wasn't planned and, isn't good, like, they don't freak out. And if, something good does happen, they're also not freaking out. They're able to stay level rather than being up and down. Women think that just because they know about emotional intelligence and they went to therapy and they got taught these therapy terms and they're therapized, that they are emotionally intelligent. It's not the case. It is not the case at all.
Your own emotions as well as somebody else's. And emotional intelligence is a crucial part in managing relationships and as well as resolving conflict. So if you don't have emotional intelligence, how do you expect your relationship to be happy and healthy? And this is why I will die on the hill that if you lack emotional intelligence, it is impacting your relationships heavily.
Duh.
And I also want to preface this by saying this doesn't even have to be romantic relationships. This can also impact friendships. So when I say relationships, I'm saying broad. For example, a key pillar of emotional intelligence is self-awareness. So the awareness to know your own emotions, understand your own emotions, and how that impacts your thoughts and behaviors, as well as then after that, knowing how that may impact your partner or friend or whoever, as well as somebody else conveying their emotions to you and you being able to understand that and perceive that and therefore respond accordingly. You need emotional intelligence for that. And again, this is a very societal and cultural norm that has been going on and how men have been raised to feel about emotions and lack knowing about emotions and lack the understanding of emotions and lack the ability to express them and understand them and even just care about them. And there is literally
Dude, men don't need to express their emotions the same way women do. We're just different. It's not right or wrong, but men often don't need to express their emotions. They don't need to go to their best friend and cry about every little fucking thing that happens. They don't need to talk to their parents about, having a bad day. They just don't need to. It doesn't benefit men the same way it benefits women. It doesn't mean that they don't know how to express their feelings. It doesn't mean that they're suppressing their feelings. It doesn't mean that at all. It just means that they have more control over their feelings. And just because they're feeling something, it doesn't mean that it's taking their whole life over. It's not taking control of every aspect of what they're doing. It's just a small thing that happened. It's not a big deal. It doesn't mean that you're not emotionally intelligent. Not at all. All right, we'll listen to the rest of this. I started zoning out, I'm not going to lie.
a word for this called normative male alexithymia, which basically just means male blindness to...
Oh, God, I'm done when she starts throwing out bullshit terms. I've had enough. Like, almost 3 minutes of this bitch yapping.
Men, did you know that we will set little mental clocks on your behavior and like our expectations from you? And if you meet the expectations before that timer runs out, you pass the test. But if not, sayonara. And we can't tell you what it is. Like, you have to just figure it out yourself. Men, did you know?
Speaking of emotional intelligence, wow, that sounds very emotionally intelligent. Just not communicating like what you want or what you need. Having shit tests and just being toxic. Great. And you're bragging about it on here. That's awesome. Well, anyways, that's actually, we blew right through those. So that's all I got for now. I might have something. Let me see. I can probably find one more. There's got to be something. Let's see. Something a little older, maybe. Maybe I don't. Maybe I don't. I thought I had more clips in that, but seeing if I could find something I don't recognize. Maybe go way back. Alright. Let's see this. Let's see what this fat
Apparently I ate like shit, so let your fat bestie show you what she eats in a day. Let's do it. It's 9:44 a.m. and I just got the spinach feta and egg white wrap, and I did a venti pink drink.
500.
My favorite. It's a little after 2 and I'm starving, so I came and got sushi. I got 3 spicy
She's probably at least at 1,500 calories with that. I've been doing a little mental math.
tuna rolls with brown rice.
Okay.
My favorite. And to go with it, I got a raspberry lemonade sparkling.
0 calories. Those are good. So no points against her on that.
Fucking yum. I'm about to start cooking dinner, but my husband made taquitos.
That's probably 150, so 1650.
And I obviously have to have one. Okay, and then for dinner, we made protein pasta bolognese with peas. So freaking good. I think the brand of the pasta, it's Barilla. We started buying it because Scarlett's protein intake is horrible, like most children. And it was like the best way to up her protein. It's become our staple. I ended up passing out on the couch last night. I didn't even have any snacks yesterday because not only was I not that hungry, I was just really busy. Which is how 99% of the days go with how I eat. And it's interesting because people don't believe me. That's really how I eat. And
all right, so she probably had about 2,200 calories, which isn't too bad. But that's probably not how she ate most of her life to get to 220 pounds. I don't know how much, 250. I don't know how tall she is, but now she's bragging about it because she's improved her diet. She's, doing high protein. It's decent. Okay. It's not bad, but yeah, I believe maybe you're trying to lose weight and you've improved your diet, but I don't believe that you ate that way your whole life. I mean, maybe when you were, a little kid, you probably ate 2,000 calories and you got fat. I don't know. But anyways, I think that's all I got for now. But hey, if you guys have any ideas for things to cover, I know I just kind of use TikTok and find clips from there. But if there's any other topics, just let me know in the comments, please, and I'd love to cover different things because I'm getting kind of burned out of these women, to be honest. But yeah, I hope you liked the episode. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace. Viro.